What's up, YouTube? Select Red Duel is back at it again. Back at it again. Coming back. Dayson over here playing Dragonmaid. It's been a long time. We were on hiatus for a very long time.
Back.
And got something special. So we're gonna get to it. Dayson, you got any words to say?
I'm ready to dive into the deck play.
Ooh, diving.
I'm ready to dive in.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. Alrighty, so we got, starting off here, we got the Chamber Dragonmaid. Obviously, you play 3 of those. Heart and Soul. What did I say?
Chamber.
Booming. So obviously, this is the heart and soul of the deck. Search. It's like the Rhoda. Go crazy. Obviously, Parlor. That's my next addition. Pretty much that discard, or not discard, but you can pretty much pitch anything from the deck to the graveyard, any Dragonmaid card. So this is how you get your fuel, and that grind game is real with the parlors. Kitchen, this is the add a Dragonmaid monster, and then you could pitch a monster from hand to the grave. So once again, go crazy. And then obviously my last Dragonmaid, at least one of the smaller monsters, we got the Nurse. The Nurse is obviously something you typically don't want to see in that opening hand. However, when you normal summon it or special summon, you get to special a level 4 lower Dragonmaid from the graveyard. So that's how you keep those plays going. The extender.
How do you feel about it being in your deck? A lot of decks I've seen.
Yeah, so a lot of decks play it at 1, right? But I like to play it at 2 just in case that 1 gets banished or something in that nature. It keeps me going. So if it gets banished, I still got that backup, and I can still get 2 monsters on board and go into the big boy Heretic. You know what I mean? So
this is Zero Attack Big Boy.
Hey. So now going into the the dragons, their evolved forms. You feel me? We got Ernest. So we play 2 of Ernest. That's the only one I play 2 of. The reason behind it, obviously, he has, to my opinion, one of the better effects out of the dragons. Which he has a quick effect. You can discard. You can discard himself to special summon a Dragonmaid. So he's pretty good. Helps you if hand traps are real. That normal summon is key. Special summon a Dragonmaid, and you can continue. You don't just get game over. Then obviously the Lorpar. Excuse me. I don't know how to say none of the cards ever, but Dragonmaids are pretty easy, so we got that. But Lorpar, he's the kind of like the effect Veiler. The only thing, obviously, you only can use them on your turn with that effect. But typically, I didn't mention, but all the dragons, they tag out during the battle phase, so that's their other effect. So pretty much little boy turns into big boy during the battle phase.
Little boy,
boom.
Big boy, huh?
You know what I mean? Then this is the one, obviously I don't know how to say, the Tinic. No clue, right?
Boost.
Yeah, so he has the quick effect that you can discard the target of Dragonmaid monster. It gets 2,000. And then once again, obviously you can tag them out during the battle phase. What's good about the dragons too is that once you tag out, you beat over whatever you need to beat over, or whatever the purpose behind it is. You can tag back down, so you can obviously summon another one. Whether it's level 2 to 4, they all have different dragons they can tag back down into. So pretty good there. Then obviously going into my one-ofs, we obviously do play the Tempest. Obviously, it's an additional parlor, pretty much, with the Gold Sark, banish it, you automatically get the wind monster, which obviously in the Dragonmaid deck it will be the Parlor, and Parlor is go crazy. We do play the Darkness Metal. Obviously we kind of know what that does. Just, you know, special, you can banish a dragon, special summon one from grave, just an extender. You know, we play some of the Dragonmaid stuff, but not all. Keep it as pure as I can. So Red Eyes Darkness Metal. Drago. Obviously I don't know how to pronounce the rest of the name, but hey, you know, that works. So obviously with this, typically the only purpose is obviously off of Heretic Seal, kind of lock your opponent down. Obviously lights and darks are very relevant in this format, all formats, but you know, that's kind of what we use that for, because obviously it kind of mandates them to go into their battle phase to attack over it, so then, you know, you survive. That's that. And then I do play one of each hand trap that I have here. I will be getting some ashes soon, but you know, just for now, we do got the Ghost Mourner, the Ghost Ogre, and the Ash Blossom.
Sisters going on.
You know,
there.
so we kind of got a good variety going here, which honestly, I haven't seen any issues playing it like that. I've been able to kind of go off with either one of them, so not too bad. However, you know, Ash would be kind of like that go-to or that key resource. So those are the monsters. Now diving into the spells, we got obviously the main spell of the deck, which is the Hospitality. We obviously play 3 of those. You know, typically you just kind of special summon a Dragonmaid from hand or graveyard, and then you can send the correlating attribute from deck to grave from the dragon form or whatever, or it doesn't really matter. But I typically you know, special summon the little dude and then send a dragon to get that fuel in the graveyard. Then we got 2 changeovers. Obviously I know a lot of people do play one. Once again, same purpose of the nurse. If this gets banished, you lose, or maybe not lose, but it's just a kind of a harder grind game to get into. So obviously if they banish that, you still got 1, right? This is the fusion. This is how you get your shells or houses. That's the only way to get them. So if it's gone, I don't know, man. Ain't looking too good though. Then obviously this is the World Legacy Guard Dragon. We do play 3 of those. This is similar to a Hospitality. However, you do get to move zones, so this can kind of help you go off with the Guard Dragon combo. So you can obviously get you know, those additional resources out of the deck that you need, or whatever, because Guard Dragon is, you know, if you got that, 9 out of 10 you got the game. Then obviously we do play that Pot of Prosperity.
Obviously.
Got to.
Yeah, has pots but doesn't have ashes.
You know, hey, don't ask questions. So let's keep going now. Obviously Pot of Prosperity, you can either banish 3 or 6 out of your extra deck, and then you can draw, or kind of draw 6, and you still only draw 1, but you know, you can get that super piece that you need out of the deck, or whatever. Yeah, it just helps you dig and get that 1 card to go off. And with Dragonmaid, all you need is 1 card. We all know that. Now kind of the one-ofs, or it's only a couple of the one-ofs I have, but Monster Reborn, just that extra summon. It's definitely a you know, an extender. And then here's that Gold Sark that, you know, we use off of the Tempest. So, you know, you can't forget about the Gold Sark. It's just an additional Parlor. Now diving into the traps, you know, the best one, I guess, right now, at least for the Dragonmaid engine, we got the Tiding. You know, the Tiding has 2 effects that are really super. that's the only way that's the only word I got for that effect. But you can target a dragon monster you control, and one card your opponent controls, and return them to the hand. You can also, if it's in the graveyard, you can banish it to special summon a Dragonmaid. You obviously only can use one of the effects per turn, but it's really good to have that extra resource in the graveyard to kind of go off for next turn or during your opponent's turn. Either or, and I played 3 of those. My bad. It took me a long time to get that out there for y'all, but you guys know it's real right now. Then we do play the 3 solemn strikes, just for that that negate, when they see that it's just like that it just hurts, so that's all we got right there for the 3 ofs. And then my last one is gonna be the downtime, and I do use that because with house in this, it's pretty good. You can just kind of return, or you can return to the hand a Dragonmaid. Damn, I done forgot this card, y'all. My bad. See, that's why I play one of, But anyway, so let's see. So I could return, if I return a Dragonmaid from the field back to my hand, I can either choose one of these effects, which is just return opponent's spell or trap card back to their hand, or I can add a Dragonmaid card from my deck to the hand. So that's pretty good. I like that effect just because we don't play a lot of back row removal or anything like that. So this kind of just helps me bounce and whatnot. Especially if it's doing the end phase, and they just set those traps or something, whatever, you can obviously, avoid getting blown up. So that's the main deck.
40 cards, right?
40 cards. That's that. And then going into the extra deck, we got the 2 Shows that I run. This is like the main monster in the extra deck. He's the negate of the deck, or of the Dragonmaid engine. Also, when he does negate, he can tag out into this here house. And what's good is both of these play Yu-Gi-Oh in your opponent's turn, and you're able to special summon Dragonmaid monsters during your opponent or your own standby phase, so you can get those extra resources. That's why this deck is one of the I'll say it's the king of the grind game. You play on your turn, you play on your opponent's turn, you go crazy. That's why we say that, go crazy. Then we play the Borlo Furious Dragon. That's just kind of an extra changeover target. You can 2 Dark Dragon monsters. That's your chamber, or whatever other dragons you're running. As long as they're darks, it's just an extra pop. So just that extra kind of resource. You don't have to normal summon or anything. You can just ditch those targets with changeover from your hand or whatever. Get that extra fusion on board. Then obviously one of the other main cards of the deck is that Heretic. This is like insane. The main part of this one obviously is it does bounce a card your opponent controls. It does have to be face up if I'm not mistaken. However, when it hits the graveyard or when you tribute it to bounce a card, you're able to special summon a dragon monster from the deck, and typically that's the Drago or any card in the main deck. But Drago is going to lock your opponent out depending on where you're at in the game. So that's what we do with that. Then obviously next will be the Guard Dragon engine, which is the Pisty and the Elpy, and obviously with that Guard Dragon spell card we play, you're able to kind of move zones and stuff like that to make sure these pieces go off. So one of them specials from the deck, the other one specials from the graveyard. So once again, just keeps those pieces moving, those combos going. And then I do play the Nightmare engine, or a small Nightmare engine, which is just the Phoenix and the Nightmare, or the Unicorn. Jesus. So obviously, you know, we got a loop, and then we got a pop spell, and obviously I chose this one due to the fact that I don't play that much removal or back row removal, so, you know, that's that. And then these are just kind of like extenders to get into my guard dragon combo. The striker dragon will obviously help you get into that hieratic. We got the crossroads dragon, which will typically help you get into the pitsy, you know, because obviously once you move the zone, you know, you got to find a way to make sure these arrows match up somehow. So this is a good way to kind of move and get that additional summon from the guard dragon combo. We do have the Salaman Great Almirage. He's the starter kind of the whole combo. Typically you'll start here if you got full combo, or you'll start with the striker dragon if you're just gonna kind of sit on the hieratic. And then kind of the big boy, the boss, we play Boral Sword. We all know what Boral Sword does, so that's that link 4 we go into so that we can extend and OTK. So that we do not have a side deck at the moment, but that concludes the Dragonmaid deck profile.
What's your take on it? You like it compared to the other stuff you used to run?
Yeah, so you know, we've played a super variety of decks. We played Dino, Heroes, Cosmo, everything, but this Invoke, you know, so many decks that I don't even remember. You know, we just put it that way. But Dragonmaid by far is probably the most competitive. It's super fast, super reliable. Obviously, what I mean by reliable is obviously, you know, you can just draw one card, and if it's a monster or a extender, you can pretty much kind of get a board or some form of board that can kind of, you know, create a little bit of issues for your opponent. And then obviously, you know, the grind game is just like on another level. I don't think I've ever seen a grind game that grinds this hard. But yeah, you know, this is like next level, like craziness. So
alright, with that being said, guys, please like, subscribe, comment below what you guys think of this deck profile. That being said, stay tuned. Hopefully we got some stuff coming down the pipe.
Coming soon. Coming soon.
The punishment reflecting in the screen.
My bad. Coming soon. Dogmatic punishment.
That being said, guys, Left Red Duelist signing out.
Peace.